Hey everyone, welcome back to Dink and Dissect. On this channel, we do a full match analysis on gameplay, where we focus specifically on shot selection, court positioning, and the decisions that actually win or lose pickleball games. So in the previous videos, we have been focusing on kitchen arrival, so we're putting a lot of importance on the third shot and the fourth shot when you are the team receiving. This video is used for my own gameplay from this previous weekend. We are doing a 4.0 men's doubles tournament. And so this is a pool play game. We will get into the further games as the week goes on. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's see how it goes. So a deep return, and he just hits that one a little bit out of bounds. Had one of those projectiles that went super high, and so you just automatically think it's out of bounds. So those mistakes happen, especially without a ref. Good job by this player in white, getting that back and keeping it low. We weren't able to do anything with that ball. A good serve, good return, nice and deep. Okay, and right off the bat, this player does the right thing by letting this ball bounce. And he takes a drop step, and he is very planted behind this, so you can tell he's going to be aggressive. How do we react? He stops moving when contact is made. He's about to split step. I am completely still in front of him. You can see my feet not moving. Good job by my partner Julio for letting that ball go out. I had a little bit too much pace on that. Again, a good move by him for taking that drop step and creating that space for himself to be aggressive. Just has to rein it in a little bit. And then I called that one out. So, all right, nice high. And this player was not able to get it over the net. He went ahead and drove it. So right here, we need to go ahead and start returning it to this player. We don't know much about them yet. We haven't been able to get to the kitchen yet or dink at all. But as of now, they're having a tough time getting to the kitchen. You can tell this player in blue likes to play with a lot of power. One thing that I want to point out, this did get popped up. But when something gets popped up, look at how it's handled. Look at where our paddles are at. My partner is split stepping and his paddle face is pointing down. We can tell that this player is about to smash it. I decided to go ahead and pick a spot. I decided it might go in the middle. At this point, you're just guessing and hoping to get a paddle on it. Obviously, I was late and they get that point. But something you have to do is not back up, not turn around. You have to go ahead and stand in there and just hope you can get one more ball over. Good job by the player in blue putting that away. Short return. I'm surprised he did not drive that with how short it was or hit it aggressively. But good job by him because my partner does have an overhead right here and they are split stepping. The player in white is split stepping. He puts a paddle down, has very good reflexes, quick hands, and he's able to get it up one more time. My partner is able to put that one away. No issues. Again, good job by him just getting that ball over one more time. You never know what could happen. A nice drop. Okay, so there he does it again. Something to keep in mind. I love crossing or dropping cross court. He took another step back. He's looking to be aggressive with this, which I think can be a good call, but you have to get these in if you're going to be aggressive with them and make us, play a defensive style of pickleball if you're going to be doing that kind of move. You can hear I tell my partner to go ahead and go. That means we've talked about that. I want him to drive. It's a short return. You can see me already moving out. I am selling out to go ahead and try and get this crash. Look at where this ball comes back. He is able to kind of direct it. He's able to notice that I'm coming forward. But the way he was hitting it was going to be a slower paced ball coming back, which would have set me up for a great crash opportunity. Oh, and we just hit that out of bounds. We are able to get established at the kitchen with that lob. Very good lob by my partner. Very hard to do. I will say when you lob over somebody like this, we're fortunate this player didn't jump up and slam it down. He was probably thinking it was going to go out of bounds and just get a free point. But We are lobbing directly into his forehand, so that is a very dangerous shot. Executed very well. We were able to get up to the kitchen, but it just didn't work out for us. Missed opportunity. As of now, there have been a few unforced errors from this player in blue, and we have not gone back to him to continue attacking. That's just one of those where we are able to get into the kitchen with that drop, and we just aren't able to continue sustain that dink rally. Again, this is the beginning of the pool play, so we aren't super warmed up yet. We will get settled into the match as time goes on. It looks like they aren't settled in either. That is the second serve, I believe, that they have hit out of bounds. Mid-court return. Just thinking around now. He goes for the Ernie, and he's going to continue to lob. So that's something that this player in white needs to take note of. That is the second lob within 2 or 3 points of the game. He needs to actually start playing maybe a foot and a half off the line to be able to better get these lobs and not let them bounce, because that is giving us too much time to just be set up in there. Look at us when he's about to hit this ball as it's rising. My paddle's up. My partner is ready to take on this ball. So this is one of those where it's a really good shot. This player in blue is creeping towards the middle. He's not in a super ready stance, so good job by my partner recognizing that and going completely cross court. He is having to adjust, and the most likely ball where this is going to go right down the line. So you see me preparing for the Ernie. I think it might be there, and if it doesn't, my partner is quick enough to go ahead and get this dink. He does attack it, so that's something we need to go ahead and let him do, is maybe start feeding him balls so he can continue to attack these balls and hit them out of bounds. That it might be the third ball he's been aggressive on and has not been able to keep in bounds. Okay, let's see if we can make it back up to the kitchen and start taking commanding lead over this. Great drop. So my partner is able to go ahead and make this bounce in the kitchen, and we are quick to react to it. He realizes it's a good drop, and look at us already established off one drop. This is hard to do, and he does it perfectly. Now let's go ahead and dink. So that is maybe 4 or 5 unforced error from this player in blue. Again, not very... not in a very athletic stance, and we are going to go ahead and take advantage of that if you were going to play lazy pickleball. Go ahead and put it out into the corner, move him around, and make him hit an off-balance running shot. It's very important to be squared up to the court. Otherwise, people will make you pay. Man, that is the third lob, so these guys really need to start paying attention to that. I even hadn't realized my partner was lobbing that much, but... these players need to go ahead and start playing maybe a foot and a half off the kitchen to go ahead and start punishing us on that. He drives it. Good job by the player in white for redirecting that drive and making it unreachable. I think that was one where I was starting to creep up towards the kitchen again and looking to poach that. And I think we are at 6 now, so we're going to go ahead and switch. So I have noticed real quick is that the player in blue seems to be making a lot of unforced errors. So I don't remember the exact score of this game, but I do recall that it was never in any danger. If things got tight, we would have to go ahead and attack that player in blue over and over to go ahead and secure the result. In this case, I think we just go ahead and continue playing our game because it wasn't too much in question if we were going to win or not. I like this point because while we serve, we are never in a good spot. We are slowly trying to make our way back up. These players do a good job of keeping us back. So straight from the serve, he has my partner, stretching out to try and hit this. He hits kind of a high shot. This is a tall player, so he's able to put some pressure on us, make us hit low on it. We were able to get one more ball over, one more over. He has a chance to smash this down. I'm surprised he didn't put more pace on it. But this is one where I am just lunging out. Look at how low my partner is too. So that ball goes up in the air. Look at where his paddle's at. His paddle is down to the ground, looking to get just one more ball over. I can kind of read it where it's going. My ball is my paddle is below my knee, and I go ahead and am able to get a little bit of pace on that. We're just not able to get fully back up to the kitchen. But that's what you need to do: is get low and go ahead and put your paddle face to the floor and look to get that one more ball over. Well, one thing you can do to go ahead and try and beat that when people are playing good defense, you don't have to hit it super fast. Hit it to the sides of them. So when you see a player this slow, the advantage is that anything in between his legs, he's probably going to be able to get there. But you don't have a lot of lateral mobility. So if you get something to the left of him, just make him reach out a little bit. It's going to be a very poor shot, probably a pop-up. Same thing with me. This wasn't super fast. Otherwise, it would be a poor shot. But I'm able to kind of swing a little bit through it and get it up there. So just a tip, yeah, if you see players getting low, go ahead and try and shoot it to the sides of them. They are able to get that point and prevent us from getting another one, so good job by them. Great job by this player recognizing it. So he is definitely the aggressor, but look at where my partner is standing. My partner is standing maybe 6 to 12 inches away from the middle. He's got all this court to work with, and so he hits a really good shot, an inside-out shot. A lot of spin. My partner's a little bit late on it, and that's a good point by him. Let's see if he continues exploiting that as the game goes on. Okay. Good shot. So I don't know if this player doesn't like to drop, but he likes to play with a lot of pace. Most of his shots you've seen come with pace. Oh, he hits that again. He hits an inside-out shot. So at this point, it looks like my partner already made an adjustment from the first one. He is now standing maybe 2 feet from the center of the line. This is that is a small window to get, especially because he's got longer arms. And he was able to hit it anyway. So now what we have to do is go ahead and slide over just a little bit. He won't be able to cover as much of the middle. He'll have to stand a little bit more in the center of his square. To be able to cover that outside shot. Again, this is one that you live with. That one is a very low percentage shot. There was a small window. He was able to hit it though, so good for that player in blue. We go ahead and call a timeout. I think at this point the score is 4-6 if I remember correctly, but they're starting to gain momentum. So when you have timeouts in a tournament setting, go ahead and use them. Don't let your opponents go ahead and start gaining momentum. You have the ability to shut it out, get some water, slow the game down, and regroup for just 1 second. So I do slightly recall what we talked about. I was pointing out that the player in blue had made a few mistakes, wasn't very comfortable dinking, at least from the sights of it. And now watching back the video, I remember that, yes, he was not very comfortable dinking. So we go ahead, I told my partner, let's go ahead and start dropping it to the kitchen. Not so many drives, not so many lobs, and just let the balls come to us because they will be there because we've had some easy points from that type of play. And that's exactly what we do here. We go ahead and feed it right to his backhand. And he does that over and over. He likes to back up and try to be aggressive with these. These are easy out balls. They've got too much pace, and the angle isn't sharp enough to be able to hit that. Not enough spin either. So our plan of attack to go ahead and neutralize this game and go ahead and just come out with the win is to go ahead and start attacking the player in blue, especially in dinking settings and setting up shots. The player in blue has had success. You notice that right here, he tries to go for the drive again, which has worked for him very recently. He tries to go for the inside out, but look at him now. He's definitely 24 to 30 inches away from the center of the court, fully covering. We have fully adjusted. But when something like this happens, if you look to my right, there is a lot of court open. This player in blue, if he had the ability, he could go ahead and start dropping to my forehand, and I would have to shuffle over and start trying to hit those on the move. That one we don't have to worry about too much. It goes right into the net, and it's a side out. Let's see if our strategy works, and we are able to dink more to this player in blue. We were able to get into the kitchen, and there it is. So again, exactly what we talked about, working out exactly how we drew it up. Go ahead and put it on him. He's not going to let that bounce. Pops straight up, and we're able to put that away. So it's small things. When you are finishing a point, try and remember how that point finished. When you're in the middle of a tournament, notice what unforced errors your opponent is making. Were they on the backhand? Were they on the forehand? Were they running when they hit shots? Are they fully set? Are they not being too mobile? You have to take these little things into consideration if you want to level up your game. Yeah, we're playing a much slower game now. What I am noticing here is that our paddles are clanking. That one's on me. I need to go ahead and get out of the way. This is definitely my partner's ball. It's in his square. And as the right side player, I need to go ahead and let him take that. Again, this player goes ahead and takes that drop step right there. And he's aggressive with that. Again, my partner tries to get out of the way. It's just one of those that scrapes him across the chest, and they're able to go ahead and get that point. Again, this is something you don't want to do. You really need to start working on this if anybody wants to level up their game. You have to make your opponent beat you. This is just one of those where we serve and we get a free point because they cannot return it into the court, so we can play it out. A free point. That might be the worst thing you can do in pickleball, is just give away free points. Make your opponent beat you. Again, we're doing the strategy. Look at what he's doing. He's not very comfortable with drops. He's going ahead and letting them fully bounce in his on his side of the court, past the kitchen line. And we are fully taking advantage of that. Takes another drop step trying to be aggressive, and he just sets his partner up to be crushed. Again, one of those where we are able to get just a free point and not have to do anything. The serve just was not returned over. High, let's see what my partner does. This player is still at the back of the court, so we have full reign to do whatever we want. We can put almost as much air as we want because there's nobody there to punish us on that. Good job by this player in white getting that over. For one more, and then we just could not finish that point out right there. That's the magic of getting the ball over just one more time. You never know what's going to happen. In this case, I think we're up 10-4, 10-3, 10-5, something like that. But the game should have been closed out here. It goes into the net. Again, that's the magic of getting one more ball over. A deep return, and he is continuing to go with the drive. He finally drops it once. It's a little bit late because the score is so lopsided, but when he drops it, look at what happens. My partner is hitting it from below the height of the net. It goes up, and it's in the put away zone of the player in white, which he is able to be aggressive with it and put that ball away. So dropping has been working a little bit better than the drives. He has scored those two beautiful drives, but other than that, they have not been there. That's just a drive that didn't have too much on it. I had a lot of time to decide what I'm going to do with it. This player is all the way in the back of the court. I've got free reign to put this ball almost wherever I want on the left side. I see that. I go ahead and try and put it in the corner. Just a soft little shot. No problem. Serve in the middle of the court. Return. And I think this is game point right here. Big serve that just goes into the net, and the game is over. So if you look there, these players gave us 3 free points, I think it was, where we didn't have to play it at all. Pickleball is a short game, so you do the math. It's 30% of our points that came from just free points. We didn't have to play it out. That's one of the big things. You have to have your opponent beat you. So there you have it. Our opponents were having a tough time getting into the kitchen, as we can see from what we were tracking. With that being said, this game was never in question, but you see the common theme that the more you get into the kitchen, the more likely you are to always win your games. So again, the big importance is getting into the kitchen. Your third shot becomes super important, and so does your fourth shot, the team receiving the serve. So tell me, do your games look like this? Make sure you like and subscribe because we will be analyzing the rest of these games from the tournament.